Listening to audiobooks can be a great source of learning, because it makes the reading process much easier. You do not have to actively take the energy out to take the words on the page and translate them to thought. When you have a book narrated to you, you can use your energy more on listening, and can internalize the information better. Another great thing about listening to audiobooks is you can do it on the go, when you're traveling or just on your morning commute. Reading takes place in most successful people's routine in some way. This is how they are able to constantly learn new information, so you need to do it too. You do not have to listen to long epics, but focus more on topics that you are more interested in. When learning about things we like to, it becomes infinitely easier. All of us are innately curious about something, and do not take enough time out to explore it. The great thing about audiobooks is that you can listen to them in many formats. You can adjust the playback speed, and you can get through more information in a faster amount of time. We tend to read at a standard rate that we sort of come up with and just stick to, but you can listen to books much faster. As you practice listening to books at faster rates, your comprehension rate goes up, and your reading experience changes. Something else: you do not only have to go through long books, you can choose to go through short ones. There are plenty of apps nowadays that have book summaries, which are almost as good as reading the actual book, which are free. When you listen to audiobooks, you train yourself to be a more attentive listener, so you can use this skill in your real life. When people are speaking, you are more likely to be aware of what they say and communicate with them in a more effective manner. At first you might find listening to audiobooks difficult, because our attention span is so short, because of all the different things grabbing for our attention, but you can become more concentrated if you practice. Imagine you had the best teacher in the world teach you something. You would walk away having learned much more than you would have otherwise. Essentially, that is what happens when you listen to audiobooks. You learn from the best, and then you can apply the concepts learned into your life. Not enough people out there learn and update their data set. They stay with outdated models of the world and expect them to keep working. This is a flawed way to think. New books are being released all the time, so keep looking for the cutting-edge information and stay ahead of the curve. Oftentimes this is all that separates the good from the great.